Hi, welcome once again to the Carpenter Shop, where together we're growing up just a little bit and becoming more in our faith. The book of Colossians, chapter 4, verse 6 says this: "Let your speech always be with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how you ought to answer each one." It is said that in the first century, Jewish rabbis referred to wisdom as salt. Salt because it is a preservative and helps preserve things, but also tasty. It's attractive. A covenant of salt, as mentioned in 2 Chronicles 13:5, suggested a permanent bond between the parties. Jesus, as a teacher, had used this metaphor in the book of Matthew when he tells his followers that we are the salt of the earth. Paul, in Colossians, combines all those ideas, the ones that come from Judaism, the ideas that Jesus suggested. And he wrote that Christians, as they speak, that they should be gracious and their words should be seasoned with salt. He says something similar in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29, saying our speech should be edifying and a source of grace to those who hear our words. He's saying to us in a very vivid way, especially for that first century reader, that how we speak matters. In other words, you got to know your audience. You might have some good friends, you might have some family that you say some things to that you would never say outside the walls of your home and outside of those more intimate personal relationships. And you know what? That's normal. Why? Because they know your heart. They know what's there. And so sometimes you say things that don't match exactly what's in your heart. And they will give you the grace to do that, hopefully, especially if you have a good relationship with them. But this is one of those moments where you have the opportunity now to be challenged to how do you speak back to a world that doesn't know Jesus? How do you speak in ways that not only preserve, but also add some attractiveness to the things of God that are happening in the world around us? See, that is the challenge. It was a challenge back in the first century. It's a challenge today. At the end of the day, what you say and how you say it matters. And so how do you learn to say the right things in the best way? No shortcut to it. You have to spend time in the Word. You have to get to know God better so that when you open your mouth, it's God's words that come out and not your words. Hopefully that encourages you. Because if I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I can do it. And together we can be obedient to what Scripture instructs us to do. Those are God's words. And so take heart. You can say it right. Don't panic. Trust Him. I look forward to joining you next time here in the Carpenter Shop.